Tippy time, my damies, Topcat here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing our first PvP Solar Edition build of the season. We are on the Solar Hunter. We'll be using an old exotic, a fairly new gun, an updated gun, and an updated subclass. This build will work on pretty much any map that Bungie chucks at you. Has close range, long range. For our exotic, we will be using the young Ahamkara spine. Its perk, Wish Dragon Teeth, increased trip mine duration, blast radius, and ability damage grants trip mine energy back to you. So we are of course using the trip mine grenade, an explosive grenade that sticks to surfaces and detonates when targets pass in front of it. This sticks to all surfaces, guardians, and your friendly guardians as well. Explosive throw knife, it pretty much is a knife and a trip mine in one. Of course does lesser damage, and we're going to want to use Gambler's Dodge to give us knife after knife every time we dodge. These are nice and potent, you see there, bang, thank you ma'am, get a dodge, get another knife, that's going to give us more energy, chuck another grenade, fire team wipe down. The goal with these things with a strat is to treat it like a one-bird combo. You're going to chuck both a knife and a grenade, and these explosions combined will be enough to drop a guardian. You can see here, you can use them tactically. He's buying a shield, no longer. Knife, grenade, explosion dead. Knocking down is going to give us increased damage resistance and duration for our super, but additionally, when we're radiant, it's going to give us a knife back on a knife kill. We will be using On Your Mark solar aspect. Ember Char, your solar ignition spreads scorch to affected targets. Ember Sieging, your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. Ember Torches, powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. Ember Searing, defeating scorched targets grants melee energy. And Ember of Eruption, your solar ignitions have an increased area of effect. Not only are these tactically very strong, particularly in a game like Trials, but it's also going to guarantee that you have them every single round pretty much, as long as you're getting hits. And like you just saw there, people just often just kill themselves, like, and tie things up, win rounds for you, because they're just unaware half the time in the chaos of battle that there's something on the wall still. They just get a little flustered. See there, I get the kill, I still got a throwing knife on the wall. The guy's going to come around the corner, and look, he just nicked himself and gave us the round. I know Blade Barrage is all the rage, but I'm using the Golden Gun Deadshot. When you pair this up with the Knock 'em Down, it's going to give you increased resilience and duration. The duration is no joke. Like, you can have your pop your super and have it for like 15 odd seconds. It's pretty good. And you see here, it's a bubble buster. Just drops that bubble. You have to bank all your shots into it if the Titan has enough resilience. If not, if they have low resilience, you can actually bust it with 5 shots, and the last one you can shoot them with, as you see there, he had low resilience. But they do last a lot longer now, giving you the time to make those plays, and also the damage resistance is so much better than it used to be. Goldies used to get shut down all the time, and because of that you could never make those plays you wanted to. If you run out, you see here I've wasted 2 shots beforehand, you're going to want a bauble shotgun, as Void Bubble Titans is still meta as inside a Crucible, so you're going to want a bauble shotgun, so that way you can drop people inside their bubbles. But this one's got all the range perks you want anyway, so it's still good to run around and slay with. The Reswalker is a lightweight frame, pairs nicely with the Hunter. Particularly with the solar aspect, you can make some good plays with this baby. Allows you to close the gap when it is needed. Still has a bit of stopping power. You do need to get a little bit closer, but shotguns as a whole have been quite nerfed in general lately, so this is the same for lightweight as it is aggressive. But no, I do like this thing. It's got solid stats across the board. You can get quick draw on it. It's got good handling, good range, good stability. It's pretty much got it all, this one. I'm pairing this with the BXR 55 Battler. This has got the Legacy frame, very good hipfire, good range with a nice scope and everything. This was recently buffed and is treated in that lightweight frame, the 450 frame. This season Bungie buffed the range and the damage for this. It used to need 8 crits to kill, now it only needs 6 crits and 2 body. Whilst this doesn't change the TTK by itself, it does make it a lot easier and more consistent to get those kills, and that's enough I found. As there's nothing particularly wrong with its TTK, it just makes it a more comfortable kill. Mine's got perpetual motion blunt execution. I would love demo blunt execution, but blunt execution is the perk to want here, as we just need to hit a target with a melee and it's going to give us 50% damage increase inside a crucible for 9 seconds. So you see here, I'm doing my whole wombo combo thing. He takes some melee damage. Blunt execution rounds are up, and this should be hitting 60s because I'm also getting the radiant buff, okay? So the radiance is going to take it from a 27 crit to a 30 crit, then blunt execution is going to push that all the way up to 60. So ignore the image, but I generally run double pulse rifle targeting on this helmet. Double grenade kickstart. This is going to bump up our grenades every time we chuck one. Powerful friends, unflinching pulse rifle, radiant light, and if there are any orbs around, absolution and invigoration. On our class item, we are of course running classy restoration. Why would we not? And you're going to want to run a bomber mod. You're going to want a decent level of mobility for this build, as our dodges is going to give us melees. Same again, decent amount of strength. Discipline is a must. This is a discipline grenade build, and we always like recovery, don't we? Put all these things together, you got a good primary that can battle in both close and long range. Very powerful grenade combo that embellishes what the BXR can already do. You're constantly chucking out radiant to make you nice and strong, but these wombo combos are the major draw card of this build. Anyway, my damies, that is all for today. Hope you liked this build, hope you give it a go yourself. Like, share, sub, and until next time, tippy tie my damies, what a tie.
Bottom of everything, he's the most tip-top.